Hello, dear parent and guardian of the Leo child. Welcome. This reading is for May 2021. I am Elena Valdez. So happy to have you here. Thank you so much for those of you who are returning. Welcome back. And thank you for anybody who's here for the first time. And please, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel. It would be greatly appreciated and very, very helpful. Okay, so a couple of reminders here. This is not a gender specific read. Please adjust gender how it best suits your household, how it best resonates for you. And also, I recognize that there are various age ranges here. So some of you are here for little ones, little babies, teenagers, and everything in between. And that's perfectly fine. All right. Okay, so let's get started. And again, this is for Leo child. So for the parent of the Leo child for the month of May 2021. Just get this set up here. And this first position here will give us an indication of what your little Leo is experiencing here during the month of May. And so we have the Nine of Cups paired with the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, how fun. Okay, wonderful. So here's the Nine of Cups with the Wheel of Fortune. Very beautiful. So there are some new cycles coming in here, potentially for your family that's affecting your little Leo. The Wheel of Fortune usually indicates a change in direction. So either this could be a change in direction, potentially you maybe decide to enroll your child in a different school or a different environment, or perhaps you've moved. But in any case, something has some cycle is ending and something new is beginning. So the wheel of fate here is turning in your household, and it's affecting your little Leo in a very positive way. And the Nine of Cups is an indication that your Leo here is feeling good. They have a lot of contentment, or this new change that's happening will be bringing that in for them. I get the sense right now that some of you are trying to make some decisions for your household, and whether or not whatever the decision that you're pondering will be a good change for your family. And this would indicate a yes, a positive, well, at least for your little Leo, because again, this doesn't take into consideration the other family members in your household, right? So for Leo, however, whatever this change that you are contemplating here seems to be a positive one, and it's very well received by little guy here. This can also be a card of indulgence, right? So you may, and actually, let me back up a little bit, because this change, yes, can be good in the sense that little Leo feels good. However, this change can potentially also put little Leo in a state of overindulgence. So we want to watch that, and I wouldn't worry about that so much unless we get like the Devil card and the conflict and challenge position. Then it would be like more of an overindulgence issue here. But there could be a fine line there, so something to watch out for. Sometimes the Nine of Cups is described as a bit of a lazy card. I don't know. First of all, I'm not sure that I want to even believe in the word lazy anymore, because I do feel that pauses are necessary, right? So how about we reword it to a content pause instead of a lazy aspect. Right? I feel like that could be happening here for little Leo in May due to this change. The Wheel of Fortune can also be about moving to, like physically moving to a different direction. So this can also be about moving location, moving house, moving schools, but also even traveling somewhere where the seasons would be different, right? Because we have seasons represented here. to a certain extent based on the moon phases, right? So you could be traveling somewhere that is a different season from the one that you are currently reside in. Okay, and that is making um, little one happy here and content and living it up and indulging and just this is a very good way to start off the reading for May. Very nice. Okay, so let's see if there's what the conflict can potentially be here, a challenge. Six of Wands and Four of Cups. Yeah. So this is again, this is the conflict here can be that too much good is happening in little Leo's life, meaning he's just enjoying. He or she, is enjoying the accolades and the achievements and being glorified, if you will, by the parents and the people in his or her life where, you know, he's just living it up in his full essence. And that's beautiful. And this is very Leo. When I look at the Six of Wands, I think of Leo and its full expression of what Leo represents, because Leo is ruled by the sun, right? It's all about self-expression. It's all about being fully who you are to your core. And so when I think of the Six of Wands, I very much resonate this card with Leo, or I pair it with the energy of Leo. So that could be the challenge for your little guy, is that they are just expressing and fully in that energy of joy, so much so that they're potentially forgetting to rest and heal and um, you know just this can also be a combination of again, I don't like the word lazy, but more of a contentment, a pause to have contentment type of thing. So it could be, again, I'm feeling that some of you are vacationing here. And so there's a sense, and that creates conflict only because little one is really just enjoying that so much so that any other things that need to get done are possibly not getting done. So, for example, let's say you are traveling and you took little Leo's homework with you, and they're really not in the place where they want to do this work, right? They want to just have accolades, have fun, enjoy their time in the sun, and rest, and just be. Okay, and that's the energy, and that, I mean, it doesn't feel like a conflict, right? But it can create a challenge if there's work that needs to get done. Now, let's switch this a little bit for a teenager. This can be a situation where, especially if you're coming on here, we're really closing in on graduation for some teens here. And it's almost like seeing the end, right? This little guy is seeing the end. He can see his graduation. He can see the achievement. He's almost there. But then he stops and rests. He's taking a break because it's almost there. And he just wants to chill out because, well, he's going to graduate and he knows he is anyway, or he's going to finish that project, or they're going to do whatever it is they're going to do depending on the age range, right? Because you're all here for different age ranges, as we spoke about before. But, maybe this is just a reminder, although little Leo sees the end at hand, just a reminder that not to stop short, right? So there's a little kind of heads up here from spirit for you, the parent, to just be on the lookout for. Just again, it doesn't feel heavy. It's just we asked universe for a challenge or a conflict or a potential challenge or a conflict here in May, and I swear I can see that this has something to do with a teenager who is about to graduate and knows it, and it has decided to slow it down because, well, they're going to graduate anyway. So anyhow, let's move on here and let's go into what your child needs most from you, the parent, during the month of May. And also want to remind everyone that this is what they need, not always what they want. So just keep that in mind. All right. Two of Cups. Oh, super sweet. Oh, and the Sage of Wands. Okay. So this is a lot about exerting truly who they are, right? In their full essence. But there's a need here from you, dear parent, for whatever reason. Your little guy needs to see your union solidified. So whether it's you and another parent, and it doesn't matter if you're still with the other parent, this is about a solid union. When we're reading child tarot, we read it a little differently than we would a regular grown-up tarot, right? So in this case, we asked universe, we asked the cards, what is it that little Leo needs from you, the parent, and they need union from you. So this could take the effect of you just being in cahoots with your other parent or with the other parent, regardless if you're with them or not. That doesn't matter. Okay, this is a need that your little one has. Again, it's not about what they want; it's about what they need here. So there's a feeling here of needing to see that the adults in his or her life are connected, are unified. This could take the place of the parents. This can also be the grandparents. It can also be a parent with their new partner, both parents with their new partners, whatever that is in your dynamic, your family dynamic. Little one needs to see consistent solidarity and stability and security within that framework of however this results for you. Okay, I hope that makes sense. And then the Sage of Wands is about really owning your power as a parent and allowing a little one to see that, right? Because the Sage of Wands is it's an action-based card. It's like it's a sage is like the equivalent of the King of Wands in regular tarot. And the King of Wands is about really fully knowing who they are and their full power and essence. But it's also action-based. So there's a need here for your little one to see this solidified through action and really owning that power, that unity that you have with the other parent, potentially the union you have with his or her teacher, whoever is the other important piece of the puzzle here in little Leo's life. There needs to be some congruency there and consistency and power. Also, I'm getting very strongly, you know how we talked about earlier that little one is going to be maybe a little lazy, although I'm not a fan of that word, but you know what I mean, a little indulgent over here with these cards. This can also mean that maybe one parent is not agreeing with the other parent, and therefore this is something that needs to be solidified. So, for example, let's say you're on a trip and the dad or the mom, because some of you are same-sex parents, some of you are not, what have you, whatever your dynamic is. You may have one parent allowing little one to stay up till 10 p.m. During your vacation, while you think it needs to be set for 9 p.m., right? Well, what really is needed here is for the two of you to get it together and be on the same page. There's something about that very strongly here in May. Perhaps some of you are disagreeing with the other parent about how something should be approached regarding little Leo. And this is a very, very coming in very clearly here for me, to really make a point. Make sure that you are on the same page. This is something your little one needs. For whatever reason, here in May, your little one really needs both of you to be on the same page. Okay, I think I made it clear. Now let's move on to this card here. And this is a little extra bonus card, if you will, for your family, dear parent. So this is not only for your Leo, but this is your little Leo, your other children, as well as your partner, the parent, whomever your family unit is. This is a little suggestion or recommendation, if you will, from spirit of an activity or something to do together as a family unit. Truth. Okay. So there's a need here to come together as a family to speak about who you are authentically. Okay, and see how the symbol is on her throat chakra or on her throat. And that tells me that this is about speaking together as a family unit. This can take the form of a family meeting or on this vacation that you're taking together, or whatever activity you're doing, whatever fun activity you're doing, coming together and, carving out some time to talk, just to talk about the dreams that your family members have. And, is there something that's been concerning them? There's a need here to discuss. There's a need here for your family to talk about something. Or maybe everyone in the family household has been super busy and no one has really gotten a chance to catch up and, be on the same page. There's something here about being on the same page. So perhaps you think one thing when the reality is another, and that's for lack of conversation. Okay, so this can take the places, you can do that over family dinner or, Monopoly game or on a hike or however you choose to open up that conversation. And that's the recommendation for you all here today. And so thank you so much for stopping by. I hope this was useful and helpful in some way for you here, dear parent. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you back here in June. Bye.